Today's part of our Business Spotlight program, I'm with Mariusz Makowski. He's the managing director of Arlpole Limited, and they're based in Tullamore. So over to you, Mariusz. What is it you do, and for how long have you been doing it?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm doing. I selling windows. I selling windows around the island. Not just the selling. I try to advise, explain what is all about. Just more aware in people what is all about modern build and such. So I'm not like other, let's say, shops selling anything anyway. Just a profit, profit, profit. I try to sell quality. So I most of the time try to explain and people aware what they're gonna buy, what they can achieve. So I supply and fit. I do either commercial and domestic. So it's mixed a little bit. So I have a couple of nursing homes, hotels, schools, and lots of domestic new builds. It's popping like a tree, like a mushrooms now after rain. So
Great.
yeah, it's going well, but it's going well now. I'm 20 years in Ireland, so I have a knowledge about the local people market, all the needs people needs, and uh, the building regulation and such. So this is quite yes.
Fantastic. Okay. And you've been growing over that period. What do you attribute your growth to? What's been the main reason for your growth?
What will be main reason? The main reason definitely is me myself, because I'm the face of my business. It's face not just to advertise somewhere randomly in a newspaper or let's say Don Deal, whatever platform can be. I also do doing TikTok, and on a TikTok I showing my face and explain to people and showing work, saying what I do, how I do, and where I do, and that's seems to be very welcome. And
Very good.
I have lots of people which asking question, approaching me through the TikTok, and that's the part. So I strongly believe the business is the people which doing business. Even if you can say the business doing people, not business to business. So yes, average business you depend on face someone which drive this business and look after all the bits. So yes, that's I
Fantastic.
am the
So
biggest key.
you generate, do you get leads from TikTok and sales as a result of that?
Believe it or not, yes. And I before I have lots of like the people which pushing my SEO, pushing my website up the fourth page on Google. I have advertised newspapers and everywhere, and you spend money, and you didn't know what is coming from where and such. Mostly it's word of mouth, which after you do right job, and then somebody recommends you. But TikTok, the people can physically see what you're doing, and then approach you direct. And so many times they rang me and say, Mario, this is you from TikTok. Wow, I can't believe it. Yeah, let's do something. So yes, absolutely.
Fantastic.
That's worked perfect actually in Ireland. And it
Fantastic.
costs nothing.
Yeah, good return on investment. Excellent. Um, if you had to start from square one in business, what would you do differently?
What I do differently, this is complex question. I've been thinking myself a few times if from tomorrow, let's say this business die and what I gonna do next. Um, as you know, the people which doing business itself, they can't sit home doing nothing. I just start overthinking, and then I have a feeling my head's gonna explode now. So yes, you do it, but definitely you learn by mistakes. And
Yep.
listen, we're not perfect, so we know what we've done wrong in the past. So we try to not do the same way. And what I do differently, the times change every year, every each way, and taxes change, and new taxes, and it's hard to know. And also, it's a new era for internet, so
Yep.
you have to be up to date. Like TikTok, I discovered TikTok, believe it or not, a year ago. I'm in a business from 2009, but I discovered TikTok a year ago. So yes, you learn every day, and you have to be tuned every day.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. And the other question is up, but I think a lot of my interviewees find a bit of a challenge. How do you balance your personal life with the demands of running a business?
Yeah, I passed. Next question, please. Uh, you're not. If I'm at the moment, I'm the stage because I construct my business completely differently than used to be. I used to have 35 employees, 9 van on the roads, call center, sales rep, and working 24/7. Now I'm one man show. Well, kind of. You have to have fitters, you have to get service guy and such and such. So my business, just our family living off the business. So you basically try to enjoy the small moments. I Saturday night I may still working on a computer, few bits and bobs, get ready for Monday. Sunday night I could be in a warehouse preparing everything for release for Monday for fitters. So holidays, yes, try to just switch off my phones and enjoy life. We have a nice, lovely holiday in Japan last year,
Oh,
and
good.
there was something which we have to repeat. We have to do again. So these little moments, actually, that's when you off your phone and doing just a family time and such. Kids growing, they go in own direction. You're missing bits, but the other thing is when you run in your own business, you find these moments. You can find this moment. You can sleep a little bit longer during the day and not get up every morning at 6 because your boss missed the bus or train, whatever. But that's just a little moment. So you have to enjoy little moments and everything be fine. And don't overthink.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I like it. So the little moments, absolutely. Yeah. Um, what quality, you mentioned employees there. You had a lot more. What are the biggest learnings you've had as an employer since you began in business?
Um, um, uh, to choose people, the right people on the right place. So, um, not necessarily the most, let's say, educated people then be right people on that spot. I'm not saying education is wrong, absolutely not. I push my kids to the limit to get the best education in Ireland, and they have. My daughter even starts study now after she done her master. She learned Japanese now. My son went to different topic doing after computer things. But what I'm saying, sometimes people just they have to have drive for such the thing, and to find those people is really hard, but as soon as you find it, I think you have to look after them
Okay.
and be more just a, I never treat people as my employee like a tool to do and work. No, I always try to build a little bit relation. You have to know also, let's where is the line, because you can't cross the line. You may just lose everything basically.
Yeah.
But to have employees, good employees, is really the key to your business. And believe it or not, but I also working with my local uh, office, social welfare office. They
Hmm.
even helping me to source people, which I remember I was got a few extra people every each time, and I even teach them how to, let's say, run in conversation over phone. Not me personally, but I have an office with a call center, which group of people teach young people how to talk to people, business talk and such. And we given free course. We've also paid a minimum wage for that time, but after then, if somebody clicked and he know how to do it, he stay with us.
All right. Okay.
And fetus, let's say I have a couple of local lads. They was young lads after school. The only thing what they was hurling only or Gaelic or wherever they play, but they go in with us with a team fetus and they get knowledge. They get well and they looking for to learn. So um to even you can train your own employee, but you have to give them time, you have to give them space, you have to show them you really need them, or they will do something fine, say them even good thing, that's give them a lot. So there is not for 5 minutes to explain, there is lots of many things to get good employees, but it's so many different story with employees. But listen, that's the good things. What I think is just look after them anyway.
Well, I think you've kind of answered my next question because I was going to ask you what qualities do you look for in employees, and how do you foster a positive and productive work environment? But I think you've kind of answered that, haven't you?
Yeah, yes, and as a part of, let's say, I always say I'm salesman. I can sell anything, so I selling so many different products before. So if you're good salesman, you don't need to be selling one thing in your life. You can sell it so many different things,
Yes,
if you know how. And then every time when I start selling something, I learn. I go into source. I asking question to know what it's all about, to know how to sell this product or find solution if something happen. And the same thing from employees. If they didn't have it, just let them learn. Let them this opportunity to have it. And then if they click, then you have them. And then whatever happened on the wall in a place, in that spot in the job, they can fix it. They can find solution to do it.
fantastic.
Uh, and one more thing: never panic at work. Whatever happens,
Never panic. I
never
love
panic.
it. Okay, okay, I love that. Okay, it's one of my favorite sayings. Um, okay, and just to round off, I suppose, what are some common misconceptions about running a business, and how do you address them?
Misconception: it's not the business. When you run your own business, especially with, say, size like myself, I'm a small business. Um, uh, but it's not easy. You have to. It's not just 8 hours. The running your own business is almost 24 hours.
Well,
Sometimes something wake me up on the overnight, and I said, "Oh Jesus, I forgot to send this man quotation. I was promised him sent tonight," and then I can't almost sleep anymore. And it's not like some people say, "I gonna do my own business and I do 8 hours, take my wage, take the off time, whatever I want." No, it's not true. You
yes,
can do that if you employee. You have 8 hours and you're always paid on Friday. You may be not paid for weeks now when you run a new business, but your cherry on your top of the cake will came. So if you work hard and drive, and you have to know determination. I think determination is the key for the good business.
absolutely, absolutely. Listen, Marius, it's been great talking to you today. There's some real pearls in there for our viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to talk.
I think it's Friday, and I told us Friday working from home now, and I said, yeah, Friday will be easy peasy. No, it's not. So
Okay. Listen, great talking to you. Thanks again.
you too. Thank you very much. Talk to.